Okay, now we're going to go to part 2 on this. Now the lever arm is off, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to take these thread guides right here are pressed in. All these are pressed in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these in there. So what you're going to need, let's take this off. Okay, this is a pry bar that I use. What you're going to do is set it down flat. You're going to get that pry bar and you're going to rock it like this, back and forth, and you put pressure up on it. Okay, back and forth. These are just pressed in there, and these will come right out. Okay, make sure you use penetrating oil on all these also. So that one's off, and let's get this one off. Also, you rock it back and forth. Oops. Back and forth until it comes out. There it is. That one popped out. Now, let's go ahead and get this one off. And this one's a little different the way you take it off. You're going to take a smaller screwdriver head, and you're going to get it underneath there. And you're going to just pry it upwards. Okay, see it pop right out? Popped right out. And then you're going to flip it over. This little spring here. Okay, you're going to remove that. Okay, and there's another small fastener. It holds that, and that also is pressed in and it popped right out. There it is. So all these little pieces, you don't want to lose these. Okay, let's go ahead and take this arm off. Okay, this arm, if you ever have something shipped, you want to tell the seller to individually wrap this in the packaging. I can't tell you how many of these I bought from eBay, these machines, and they come to me and these arms are broke. So have them take it off, and they can just simply put the screw back in here as it's packing. Have them bubble wrap it and set it inside the box somewhere. And a lot of times that will never ever get broke. I've actually had good luck with that. Okay, now we're going to finish taking off this connecting rod. So there's 2 screws, there's 2 screws on the bottom. So we're going to take those off. And this connecting rod will come right off just like that. And it runs on a camshaft down on the bottom. But you can see the identification marks there and there. Face this way. And I'm going to go through this again when we reassemble the machine. Alright, so we can go ahead and take off the needle bar now. And like I said, you could take your sandpaper if it's all rusted, and it will. This one was the same way. I went in between there and sanded it all up and until it could lift up. There we go. Alright, now there is a special, not a special, but you can make your own. Let's see. Screwdriver that you need to make off a full-size screwdriver. See how I narrowed that down to a smaller size? Because inside here there's smaller screws, and these machines are over 100 years old and they've been sitting for quite a long time, and there's a set screw in a lot of these. So there's a flathead set screw in there, so you have to put a lot of pressure and you turn it, and a lot of times you'll take, like I said, you squirt it down a little bit, and you'll take your channel locks or pliers and gently rock it back and forth. Don't turn it, 180 degrees, because you'll break it. Just rock it gently until it comes up, just like that. There it is. This one's a little different because it's an older model, and it doesn't have that other piece that rides in here, your thread. This is like one of the first ones that they made in this style. Okay, you want to put that there, and these thread guides here, we're going to take a piece of emery cloth these are threaded on. So what you're going to do is take a piece of emery cloth and the rough side sandpaper, you're going to face it inwards, okay? And then you're going to take your pliers so you don't damage it, and you're going to turn it. It's threaded, okay? This one is coming out pretty good. Whoops, dropped it. But there it is. It's threaded. In the next step of our video, I'm going to show you how to polish all this to a mirror shine, and you're going to love it. There's little tricks that I've learned through this process. Whoops, and there's your little spring bobber. Take that off. That's off now. I've got another one here that I've already got loose, so I'm going to take that one off. Okay, that one's off. Now you're going to flip it upside down like this, and there's two. I've already got them loose right here. Set screws holding that in there. There's two of them. This is where you're going to need your special screwdriver that you grind down to get in there to loosen those up. Okay, once you do that, we're going to move this up, and now we're going to take this part in the front, all these pieces apart right here. Okay, this right here sets your threads, your links. Okay, we're going to take that off. That's off. We're going to take this front cover off. Insert it in you, I guess. Don't want any fingers pinched in there. This cover. Okay, that is off. Now, pretty easy to do. It's spring loaded, okay? This is your dog, guys. This is what you feed your material. Okay, there's a spring in there. It's no big deal. Go ahead and take this off, which helps the guide. And it has a positive stop right here, right there. So we're going to take this one off. Push the spring back a little bit, and it comes right out. And then this dog should pop up, comes out. I guess it remember has a little spring. There it is. And when I took this off right here, okay, with the pressure foot, it has a plunger in there. See, it has a little spring in there. See that spring? That little plunger right there. That's what makes it go up and down, okay? Gives it pressure. And this is the plunger with the spring, okay? This is the stronger, bigger spring, and that's the plunger. It has a hole going right through it, and we'll get more into that when we reassemble. Okay, this right here has a set screw in the bottom. I've already unscrewed it. If you can't get that set screw, don't worry. Take, and I've done a lot of these this way. Take your punch. Try to get it about the same size, and you're going to take a hammer and you're going to knock it off. You're going to knock it right out. Okay? It can be a lot harder than that, but you're going to knock it out. Doesn't hurt it. Okay, that's done. Now, I'm going to take, this is called a looper rocker. We're going to take the looper rocker off. That's this right here. That's what gets your cotton from your thread and makes a loop. That's how you get your chain stitch right there. It has a set screw holding that in. So you're going to need to take your special screwdriver, and you're going to have, like I said, this is already pre-loosened up, and that should come right out just like that. Okay. Now, this whole wheel shaft will come right out. Now it should. Everything's loosened up. You're going to probably need to get your rubber mallet to bump it. Okay, right here you're going to hit it. Bump it out. There it goes. See it? Comes out. Now it's rocking. Okay, two more pieces. This one right here which is the tensioner rod. Okay, also, first of all, this is going to come out. Okay, we're going to slide that out. See, it should slide right out. That whole shaft slides right out. Now you're going to need to, oops. Okay, this is out. Put that away. Now your plunger, this comes right loose, just like that. There we go. This right here has a plunger. That's what gives you your tension. See it going up and down? It rides on these. It rides right on these camshafts right here. It makes it go up and down. It makes it work really well. And I'm going to show you how to set the timing also. 99% of the time, your timing is already preset, but your timing is set off this arm right here. Right here. This is actually, this ball right here is actually oblong. It's got a set screw right here, and it sets that needle. You should never have to fool with this, but I have one Willcox and Gibbs that I need to set the timing on it, and I'll do it. But this is where you do it. You loosen this nut right here up, and from a flathead screwdriver is where you set it. Okay, that's it. And the next part, where you can take and sand this or sandblast it, but I suggest you're not going to take this piece off. You're going to leave it, and you're going to need to mask this, mask the top. You're going to need to mask this up here and right there. But I'm going to show you how to chrome that. And the medallion right here, this stuff, Tarnex, works great on this. It really brightens it right up. Just use, let's see, this little wire brush. Put a little on there and just work it, wipe it, put a little more on there, wait a few minutes, and just keep it in a thing of shine like it's brand new from the factory. Okay, that's it for now. We'll get to the next part where we're going to be buffing and shining the nickel. And then the next process will be sanding this down and painting it any color you want. Okay, thanks for watching.